experience in technical training. Currently, I work as a data science lecturer at Digital Regenesis. Over the years, I have trained into different technologies, HTML, CSS, Java, Python, many machine learning algorithms. So I have trained students, working professionals, and researchers, many of whom came from non-technical background as well. So my passion is teaching and make the complex topic easy to understand during the learning process. So let's begin with our webinar for today. So by end of the sessions, you guys, we will be understanding, you guys will get a thorough understanding on the core concept of AI and ML, the real world use cases where exactly AI is being used, and how knowingly and unknowingly we are using AI tools. We will understand the career opportunities and growth within this AI and machine learning. And we will try to understand, if you want to have a career in AI and ML, where to begin with, the roadmap for learning AI. So I hope the webinar is, I have tried to make not the webinar too heavy for those who are very new. So it is focusing on clarity and direction for AI and ML. So basically, first question that comes is, why we do need to learn AI and ML in 2026? Okay. So why? Currently, I would say AI is not optional. It's no longer optional. It's everywhere. Okay. Earlier, how it was that being in computers was an optional thing. Okay. It's not people who are into IT, they were learning computers, they were learning programming. But now the era has changed. AI is no longer optional. It's everywhere. Companies are moving, actually, everywhere you will find everything is automated. Everything is automated. Companies are moving from simple automation to intelligent decision making. It's not only about uh, using automation, it's about what kind of automation services you're using. So whether it's banking, healthcare, marketing, education, or even HR, AI is being used everywhere. Okay, that is why professionals with AI and ML skills are highly paid in future proof. AI is not just, in simple terms, AI is not just replacing people, but people with AI skills are replacing those without it. It's like that. If we come with the term that there's a huge debate also going around that AI is replacing human. My thought process for that is that it's not that AI is replacing people, because machine will never replace human, because the people who are creating AI and machine ML is human. Okay, so AI is not replacing people, but yes, people with AI skills are surely replacing those who are not with that skill. It's if it's that the way around. Okay, so let's understand what this AI buzzword is about and ML is about. Okay, AI. We say AI is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence means machine that can think, learn, decide, improve over time. Okay, machine that can think, decide, and improve over time. That is what AI is. Okay, it's not only about creating a machine or a machine which is doing your job. It is also a machine which is learning, which is capable of making decisions and improve over time by the mistakes that it makes or by its past good or bad experience, both. This is what AI is. Okay, AI is nothing but a machine that is thinking, that is learning, that is deciding and improving over time. Now, let me ask you, how many of you use YouTube every day? I Obviously the answer is everyone. everyone is using YouTube. Even I use, everyone, even a newborn child who is hardly 6 or 5 month old, even that child is being shown with an AI YouTube screen for cartoons and all, right? So this is an answer that everyone is using YouTube. Now, AI, YouTube is also using recommendations. The recommendation system that is within YouTube are also AI. Now, this is what? Knowingly or unknowingly, everyone is coming across AI. Let's say Google Map. Nowadays, no one asks anyone to how where this path goes, or the single thing that happens is, if I want to go somewhere, I have the location or I have the place name. What I will do is I will just put it into Google Maps and I will reach there. The my guider is Google Map. I'm not communicating with any human. I am using Google Map for this. Now, what is Google Maps? Even Google Map is AI, which is suggesting me faster routes to reach that place, right? It is providing me the suggestions. uh, AI, but in phones, the phones that is 24 into 7, we have our phones with us, right? This is one thing which is always with us. Without forgetting, we will forget other things, but not phone. So even phone is AI. Phone has AI. There are many things within a phone that is nothing but AI part. Okay, one that I can say is face unlock system. We have face unlock systems within phones. That is part of AI. That is also part of AI. Chatbots nowadays, customer services. If you want to, it's not that you're waiting in a queue, uh, waiting for a customer service guy to respond to your call, right? It is not now that way. It is how that there are services, chatbots provided to you, who is answering to every question of yours. Even that is an AI. Now just imagine, many of you over here might have used all these things. Okay, maybe out of those, maybe some of you already know that these are part of AI, but still there were some who are still not aware. Now just imagine, you are already using AI and you can understand how AI is playing a role in everyone's life. May it is professionally or personally, AI is involved everywhere. Within your office, you're using AI. Once you come home, you're relaxing, you're listening to a music, you are watching a movie. It's AI which is helping you out to do that, right? So the truth is, you are already using AI daily, even if you're not aware of it. At least you're using. If you're not creating it, you're using it. So just imagine how AI is important, because every in every sector, in everything, it is being involved. So this is what AI is. Now, AI is the application I'm talking about, right? Which is thinking, learning, deciding, improving over time. Now, there is another term that comes which says, I am machine learning. Sorry. So, sorry. So, what is machine learning? Machine learning is which teaches. Now, what is AI? AI is learning. How AI will learn if we teach it, and that process happens using machine learning. So, machine learning is, you can say, a subset of AI. ML is about teaching machines using data, not fixed rule. Whatever data it has, based on that data, it will train the machine. Using it past record, it will learn. Using new data, it will predict. Okay, this is what machine learning does. What is machine learning? Machine learning is nothing but a subset of AI. ML talks about teaching the machine. Teaching the machine. You are training your machine using ML. So it's like machine learning is a teacher to a student. how a student goes to a teacher to learn, and then using those learning experiences, the student is able to implement them on their those techniques on their own, right? Same thing happens within AI system also. Machine learning is responsible to teach the machine. Now, based on what the machine is being teaching the models. Machine teaches using data. Machine teaches using data. Now, the first question comes, what data? What kind of data, and from where this data comes up? So this is the data collected through the system itself. Okay. Whenever we interact with any machine, data gets generated. Data gets generated. The same data is grabbed. The same data is stored, cleaned, processed, so that those data can be used to teach the machine. Now there's a question, how that happens. Okay. Let's go with an example. Um, I said YouTube. YouTube has a recommendation system of AI. Okay. Now, how that recommendation system works? Basically, if you have ever observed, when you visit a YouTube, it always shows the homepage is filled with kind of songs or channels which you basically watch. Okay, which you prefer, or something which is trending near your area. Now, how YouTube is able to show you those things? This is what the learning experience is. What YouTube did is, whenever you interact with YouTube, okay, whatever kind of songs you listen, whatever kind of podcast you listen, anything you watch in YouTube is grabbed as a data. Even the number of time you watch, number of minutes you spend to watch that particular video. Okay, there are people who prefer, they can wait, they can watch long interviews, like a half an hour, 1 hour. There are people who will always spend hardly 5 or 6 seconds or 5 minutes or 10 minutes to watch a video. Okay, now even that is being counted, that is being grabbed as a data. What kind of videos you watch, educational, entertainment kind of, because YouTube provides you with everything. So even those things are filled up. Now, I will give an example. Mine used to be filled with some podcasts, some informative kind of videos. Nowadays, it is filled with all the cartoon kinds of video. Why? Because nowadays it is always played with cartoon for my son. So this is what now my YouTube has learned from my previous history record, that I am always searching for cartoons. So it learned that this particular user is for focus, his choice of view is cartoons. So whenever I open my home page, it is always feeded with cartoons. It is always feeded with cartoons. Not only this, if you might have observed, even nowadays when you talk about some product, okay, let's say you are just discussing about a shoe, of buying a shoe with your friend. After some time you will find that you are getting advertisement related to that. So your mobile phone is listening to you. This is the thing that happens. Your data is there. Speech recognition, where your system, when you allow your applications, you download your applications and you allow your application to access your microphone, your contacts, and everything. This is what happens. It is grabbing the tech voice data. It is grabbing whatever you chat with your friends, whatever in Google search you have searched for. Those content are grabbed, and Amazon or YouTube kind of applications are using it as for their marketing. They read those data and they are suggesting you. It is acting like a salesperson a human salesperson who is always there in the shop to go around with the people and market some products. Like, so Amazon is doing that job where it is on the alert state and looking up what are you talking about, what product you are searching for, and it will grab the data. It will teach the algorithm that this is the data it is searching for, and accordingly it will pop up you with all those information. So these all things that happens, it is what machine learning does. Machine learning is helping us to grab the data. It will grab the data and it will process it. It will process it to train the model. It knows the technique of teaching. See, teaching has different patterns. Every teacher is different. The way is different. Every learning student is different. May not all student find one particular teacher's way good. Maybe there are 5 students out of 5, and there are 3 students. Now, one teacher A, if teaches, all 5 students are not able to understand. Maybe only 4 were able to pick up. One is still left out. There's another teacher whose teaching was catched by maybe 2 students and not by 2 other students. Now there is a conflict, right? This is what within machine learning happens. There are different forms, different type using which you can train the model. As a as a machine learning engineer, you have to identify which technique suits the model best, which will give you the accurate data, because the agenda being a data engineer is to provide an application which gives you a correct input. Am I right? And that is what your job is. While writing machine learning algorithms, your focus point should be not only achieving the target, but also to make sure that whatever you are predicting, whatever your machine is predicting, it is correct. Just imagine weather applications, and there are so many other applications which predicts your next day, or predicts your next value. Okay, now how this prediction happens? Obviously by calculating the previous data, just like how human does. Okay, just like we all do predictions. Okay, like if we see that morning is it's a bit cloudy, it's very cool environment going around, it's a little bit cloudy, so there's an assumption made by people, maybe it will rain, maybe it will rain, right? A hot wind is going around, a hot wind, and so yeah, summer season is coming up around. So this is kind of prediction. How this prediction human does, based on current data that we have, or the previous experience that we have experienced, that whenever there is a cloudy atmosphere, after some time of period, it always rains. So human uses his experience to predict this thing. The same is done by machine learning. The previous datas are captured, the model are trained, and they will make the predictions. Okay, so that is what happens in machine learning. We learn. Machine learning help the models to learn from the data and predict for the new data. Okay, there are so many applications which does that. Another is, for example, mail spam. When you open your Gmail account, there are 2 options, like inbox and spam. There are many mails that directly go to spam, and there are mails which comes to inbox. Now this is where machine learning plays the role, because whenever your email ID receives a mail, the within the system, the machine learning algorithm, there's an algorithm which does the job of checking whether the mail is spam or not. Now we have feeded the model with a training. Based on the training, whatever it has got, it will appropriately select the mail, and if it is a spam, it will put it into the spam. Otherwise, it will put it into the non-spam mail. So this is how machine learning plays the role. Okay. So in short, ML allows your system to learn and improve automatically. It Every data is something which keeps on increasing. Every day, a data will be feeded. So that is the reason we say ML learns from data. So every day there is a new data that will appear. It will, based on the experiences that it has, it will improve it automatically. Maybe the mail, for how it improves automatically, I will tell you. For example, the mail was not spam, but it has been put up into the spam. Now you go and put that this mail should not be put into spam. So next time when it happens, it has, you have indirectly, you have trained the model, you have feeded it with the data that don't put this mails into spam. So something similar, or the same some same person's mail comes, it will recall that this is not a spam and it will put it into the inbox. This is what happens. Okay, so this is what ML is. There are three concepts that we always hear about: AI, ML, and data science. All are linked to each other. They are not same. They are not at all same. They are completely different technologies. You can say AI is the superset, ML is the subset, and within ML, we have got data science as a small subset. AI is the major one. Within AI, we have got ML. Within ML, we have got data science. Now, what is AI? AI is the intelligence system. Okay, intelligence systems like face recognition applications. These all are AI. Sorry, my there was some disturbance in the network. So AI is what? AI is the major, you can say, superset. Within AI, we have got ML. Within ML, we have got data science. Now, AI is the intelligent system who is doing the job, like an application where which is used to face performing a job of face detection. Okay, like Google Photos. Google Photos is within Google Photos, it's an AI application which organizes the similar faces. Okay. AI, ML. Now, what ML plays the role over here? ML has trained the Google Photos to learn how to do the segregation. Okay. Data science. Now, data science is what? It talks about data. As I said, machine learning learns from data. Now, from where that data comes? That data comes from the real world. Now, just imagine real world data all together. It's so much of data, which is, you can say, a raw data, which is not clean. It's like going to prepare to cook. Okay, before preparing a particular item, food item, I need to go to a market. I need to buy raw vegetables. Okay. Those vegetables are not washed. They are not cut. They are not cooked, right? We do not directly start eating it. It's the same. You cannot directly feed your ML model with the data. These data are collected from different sources. They are of different form. They are not understandable by machines. Okay, because ML is what? Nothing but a machine. And machine doesn't understand human language, right? And data are collected in a very different form. They do not follow a standard format. So what data science plays the role? Data science plays the role of forming this data in a machine understandable form. Okay, so what we learn in data science is we try to understand what our data is, whether it is what we are, whether that data consists of those things which is required to solve the problem. Okay, and if it consists, we will learn the technique to focus only on those data. If there is any modification which is required, modification in the sense where there are any empty values, you need to work on these raw data. As I said, they are collected from different sources, maybe due to any no, known or unknown reason. Maybe there are empty value, wrong values, wrong data also may be collected. Maybe invalid data is also collected. Now, if we are learning something which is not true, obviously it will not end up good, right? Machine should be taught with correct data. If you feed the machine with correct data, then only expect a correct prediction, right? Your application will learn correctly. Just imagine if how Google Photos will work. If you share your photo and it is comparing with you with some random person, and it says that it is similar to your face, it's wrong, right? It's wrong. That is not what you're expecting. It should exactly locate your face and it say that this is you. How it will be trained? If the machine was provided with the correct knowledge, correct training was provided, and the correct training will begin if and only if the data on which it is learning is correct. So that is what we do in data science. We learn the tricks and techniques to clean our data, to load our data, to transform our data as per the standard for machine learning. All these things are done, analyzation is done, you visualize your data, you make appropriate changes to the data, then you feed the data to the model. Now once the data is clean, you're ready to feed it to the model. It's like once your vegetables are washed, once the vegetables are chopped, every all the ingredients which are required to cook that particular item are available, you start cooking. You start cooking. That is what ML is doing. Okay. And once it is done, you start eating. This is what the process of ML, AL, and data science is. Coming to what are the different techniques? As I said, there are different ways to train our models. Okay. There are different ways to train our models. So those different types of machine learning are supervised learning. When you are providing with each, it's like spoon feeding. Okay. Everything is like in school. In school, when a student is learning, he is supervised learning. He's in the process of supervised learning, where everything is provided to him. The questions, the answers, what is A, everything is provided to the student. So it's like a learning where under a supervision of a teacher. Same process happens in machine learning. Within machine learning, we have a process called as supervised learning, where you provide the machine with all data, with labeling, with labeling. That is what supervised learning is. Okay. Then comes unsupervised learning. This is something where when we go to our higher studies. Now, during your higher studies, no one is going to sit and teach you. It's like providing with you some information. The expectation is set from you. The expectations are set to you that this is what they need. You have been provided with a bulk of data. Now you, as a learning student, you have to organize and do each and everything according to the to get to for the final result. That is unsupervised learning. When you have the material, that means you have the data, but it's not organized. You will do the job of organizing it, labeling it and everything, and get the result. Okay. Reinforcement learning is learning through rewards. This is especially what we were talking about. Machine learning is not only learning and gives you the result. there are models which improve themselves during the learning process. That is what reinforcement learning is. The best example of reinforcement learning is self-driving car, game AI, game applications. See, within game applications, there are some rules that you have to follow. If somewhere your points goes down, right? That is that kind of what reinforcement learning is. So learning through rewards, this is the process called as learning through rewards, where any single mistake will be labeled as penalty. If you perform a particular task well, you cross a level well, you will be rewarded. So this then what happens? The machine learning application will remember that there was a penalty. That means this particular action is not to be performed. And wherever it was rewarded, if this particular action is correct, I am going into the correct path. So these are the different types of algorithms that you will be learning, you need to learn within machine learning: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning. As a beginner, we always start with supervised learning. You will always start with supervised learning. Well, when you once thorough with supervised learning, then you go ahead with unsupervised learning, then you go with reinforcement learning. But it is not that you cannot directly start with reinforcement learning, but it's a very good approach if we go step by step. So entry level jobs always focuses on supervised and learning. So I would say those who are beginners, they always start with supervised and unsupervised. Now, where does AI applications are being used? So AI is nothing, as I said earlier also, AI is not something which is not being, which is everywhere, every sector. As I said, not only professionally, we are using AI for entertainment purpose also. In our household, now there are robotic machines, right, which cleans our house. Now see, we are using AI with for our home task also, right? In our personal life, cleaning the home or setting up the AC, setting up our every other things, right? The home security system, there we have got AI involved, right? So it's involved everywhere: healthcare, finance, marketing, education, HR. Now, these are highlighters which show how AI is involved professionally. But as I said, AI is not only involved professionally, people who are also using AI for their day to day life. Okay. Let's give a little bit understanding on how healthcare, finance, marketing, and education HR uses healthcare disease predictions. Many hospitals are using AI techniques to identify the disease of the early stage, or what the current situation of of a patient is, using the past history or fraud detection. A single wrong transaction will be alerted to the user using AI technique to identify whether the transaction was fraud or not. Marketing. Earlier, I said customer targeting. Nowadays, whenever you open your application, if let's say during the festive season or recommendations, like if you add a particular product into the cart, okay, while buying, you will see there are some recommendation. If you buy this and this, it will be, you need to pay this much. Like it is giving you some more combo offer, so that when where you have came to buy one product, you end up buying two, three products. Many a times it gives you like there are options like you need to add uh more 200, you need you if you buy more 200, your delivery charges will be free. Some these kind of activities are displayed, like you are able to see this. Now this is a kind of a trend where they are trying to target to make an expense from the customer, right, by just showing them, luring them with the discount offer, or by telling them that you will be not charged with delivery. So these are the techniques used for marketing, or you can say in the sales part. Education, personalized learning. Now there are so many of online learning systems which Now, earlier, what used to happen that you have the LMS, you have the portals, online services, you buy the courses. It will it will only highlight you the course, and you are watching it. Nowadays, there are so high tech, tech, sorry, educational online services available, which designs the course according to your requirement. You need to provide how much time you spend, how long you want to perform this, and this is how it will organize and give you the things. So in education, even in schools and everywhere, to teach students, they are using AI techniques. HR are using resume screening techniques to identify the correct, you can say, employer for calling out for interviews, for passing out them in the first screening test and everything. So this is how we make use of AI. Career opportunities in AI, we make use of, like there are many different roles based on what kind of uh, job role you are searching for. As I said, AI and ML is not one thing. We have got different rule. We have got different concepts, right? It's a proper step by step process that happens before you create any AI kind of an application, where you need to understand the data, you need to collect the data, you need to understand the data, you need to create models, you need to prepare your data in such a form that your models will respond to you. So every role has different purpose. Like data analyst is the role where the analyst is focusing on analyzing the data, collecting the appropriate data, transforming the data as per requirement. Data scientists, ML engineers are people who are involved in writing algorithms, preparing the model to learn and train. AI engineers are people who are creating high-end final application deployment applications. BI analysts are people who are involved in data visualization, where dashboards, reports are created using charts and everything. What exactly employers want? They want solid understanding. They want employers who have solid employees who have solid understanding of Python programming. Because at the end, what is AI, machine learning, how you're doing these things, these jobs? Obviously, by writing programs. Obviously, by writing programs. And to write these programs, we learn one of the language, which is Python, which is easy to learn. Ability to clean messy real world data. As I said, data are collected from real world, from different sources. So the data will be not having a format of common format is not followed. So employee are expected to be able to clean those messy data, will should be able to explain the data, should be able to explain what change can happen through that data. Okay, should be able to create algorithms. At the least, they are expecting that every employee before joining or as a beginner, they have at least worked on some projects, at least 3 to 5. Now, project, I don't mean that you have to go and apply some project, and you should be someone who have innovatively developed something. No, at least you have done a kind of a case study. You have also applied your own implementation techniques for something which was earlier done. Okay, so at least 3 to 5 real projects. So the beginning starts with understanding basics. Python, handling the data is also important, so you need to know basic concepts of Excel to handle the data. Statistic is required, but it doesn't mean that you have to be very expert in statistic. A basic knowledge of statistic is okay, which always be is part of machine learning. As I said, you need to work on 3 to 4 projects, create a GitHub portfolio where you can upload your work, participate in Kaggle kind of competitions where you are writing your own code. You can view other codes or others viewers' work as well. This gives you more confidence. You are able to implement, and you're able to work on different data set. So this builds your knowledge. Okay, these are the kind of projects which employees expect, like sales trend. As a beginner, you can work on sales and customer segmentation. You can prepare models at the end of the project, like after advanced level you can start creating applications like recommendation system, the way we have in Netflix. So your portfolio should have these all techniques. Power BI, if you have a knowledge, it's good. If not, at least you should be able to visualize your data through Python. This is just a basic idea which I am giving, using basic idea of the salary package I'm giving through this. This is not the exact numbers, but a basic idea to have a look on. The course structure, this is what AI, for AI courses we have three levels. Within each level we have two modules where we begin from Python programming. So this is kind of a course where beginners and non beginners can start. People who are from IT back, from programming, or non programmers, they can start, because Python programming foundation teaches from the scratch. So it starts from A, you can say. You're learning the alphabets of programming from here. So it won't be something difficult for you guys. Wherein Python programming consists of all the basic information, basic knowledge about programming. How to You will learn over here how to write programs. What are the basic fundamentals of programming? Uh, Applied Python teaches you some advanced level where you will start learning how to handle data. Models and predictive model, that is the second level, which has two modules: regression, classification, clustering. This is the place where you guys will learn machine learning techniques. You will learn how to create models, how to create machine learning models. At the end, at the advanced level, we have deep learning and neural networks, natural language processing. You will learn the advanced techniques. You will learn to deploy your projects also. So these are the internal content of the topics that I just mentioned. These are some self-paced modules also, where you will learn in NLP, computer vision, and time series analysis topics. These are our academics under whom you will have the learning experience. This is our official link where you guys can visit and have a look on different courses that we provide. I hope you all have enjoyed the session. Thank you for joining. And this is best time to learn AI. Uh, Learning AI, as I said, learning AI is not an option. It's now compulsory, I can say, to everyone. It's best if you start it by today itself. So learn from the basics, as I said. Start learning from programming. Start from Python. And I have already the link is already visible to you guys. You guys can go here, visit the links, go through the courses that are available, see the topics, see the sessions. Every detail is provided in over here. And I am now available for the questions. You guys can put up your questions over here. I will answer for each and everything. So any details related to AI or data science, anything that you want to ask, please feel free to question over here. I am here to answer them. Thanks everyone. It's good to see that you guys have enjoyed. I was able to give you some information. I will be happy to give more information to you so you guys can go through the courses, see if you have any doubt. R is one of the programming languages which is used, but Python is considered because it is one of the standard globally accepted language. Many companies use Python, and as a beginner, as you can as you know, AI, data science, and ML are something where people from different sectors are also getting involved. So Python is kind of a language which is easier for those who are not from technical background to learn, who are just starting in the mid, who are not spend their time on programming. So Python becomes much more easier. And working with Python because writing a ML program or creating a model or understanding the data. Here the focus should be on data. What are the internal things? What how to clean the data? What are the which are the columns on which you are supposed to work? These should be your focus point because you're trying to understand the data. So so Python helps because Python, you just have maybe you just have to write 4 to 5 lines to achieve a particular task. In some other programming, maybe same thing you will be achieving by writing maybe 15 or 20 lines of code. So learning Python is quite easier as compared to other programming languages. Okay, guys, I think I have answered everyone. Bye, everyone. I hope you all have enjoyed. Thanks for joining.